Good afternoon, everyone. We'll start with Megan. Go ahead.
Hey, D-Rob, EE. Can you guys hear me okay?
Sure can. What's up, Megan?
Awesome. What's going on? D-Rob, this question is for you. What do you think about AD having 980 text messages that are unread in their two phones?
That would stress me out for sure. So more power to them for clearly they're people they don't care about. So they might need to delete their number at this point.
D-Rob, you are funny. Oh man.
And AD, this question is for you. It's actually a more serious question, but what are some of the good or great things that D-Rob has done behind the scenes that many people may not know about that helps the team out?
Her voice. She has a great voice. She has a lot of experience too that she brings to this team. And when we get flat, that's when she steps in and tries to, carry us. But she's a tremendous point guard, and a great teammate too. So she brings a lot.
Let's go.
Go
ahead, LaChina.
China.
Hey y'all.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Well,
Good to see you guys and to feel your energy and spirit through the Zoom. Starting with D-Rob, I'm just curious now that you've had an opportunity to go back and kind of think about where the momentum was lost in game one. What were your biggest takeaways?
Yeah, definitely when we had that spur of turnovers. I think for me, especially as a leader, that's when I need to have a little bit more poise and recognize, what they're doing a little bit quicker. I think we kind of just spiraled a little bit right there, and it gave them a lot of momentum. And obviously the crowd that they had that night was incredible. So they fed off that. So like I said, as a leader, I definitely need to, in those moments, rally us together a little bit more, kind of quiet our mentals. I think that's, everybody started to overthink, like we got to make a home run play when we really just needed a bucket to kind of, like a sure possession. Didn't have to be a bucket, but like a good shot on goal, a sure possession. So in those moments, definitely need to take more control.
Yeah. And my other question is for AD. How do you balance, and how does the team balance really the fine line between being aggressive and not settling for shots? So you want to try to get to the rim, try to, put some pressure on the defense in transition, but at the same time, like making sure it's a good shot. Like, how do you balance those two things?
yeah, that's a great question. For one, well, we practiced that, and then two, we had set a goal too. 3 possessions, 2 or 3. If we don't get a great shot, or if we turn the ball over, we have a set play, or we come together as a team and say, hey, this is what we need. We may need a great shot, or we also make reads too. So I think it's based off of that, and then we watch film. We go back and see what could we have done different here. What's a great shot for us?
We've got 2 more. We'll go to Mark.
Hey, all. Good to see you both. I wanted to ask, obviously throughout the season, whenever you have an away game, you're getting on the plane and going right away, or you're going in the next morning. So how do you kind of keep focused when you still have, obviously there's still downtime and stuff when you're in a completely different city for 2 or 3 days now?
Yeah, I think, we've done a great job of kind of balancing that. Obviously, rest is important during these times. I think we kind of, practice, lock in, and then everybody just, focus on rest and recovery. So making sure that we're doing both, we're staying locked in, but at the same time, we know that we need to rest and be ready. These games are intense, they're tough. So kind of keeping that balance.
And we'll go to one more. Emmanuel, go ahead.
I start with AD. AD, what do you want from the bench this game too? What do you guys want to do to come in and continue the pressure that the starters have started with during the game? Continue the pressure in this game too.
Yeah, create a spark. I think when we get into the game, we have to keep on doing what the starters were doing, especially, our mindset is punch first. And so when we get into the game, we have to keep on doing that same thing. So it's no drop off when the bench comes in.
Real quick, only because it's you. Angel, go ahead.
Sorry, ladies, and I get to see you tomorrow. Both of you, if you don't mind answering this, and I know Liam is fed up, so 2 questions here. If you don't mind, obviously you've seen this team the last 2 times, and you start to learn different things about them. In this previous game, the adjustment was more so what you guys were doing out of the zone, the match defensively. What have you learned about how you guys have to be active or I guess cohesive on the defensive end in the now, I guess, second game of this series?
Yeah, well, I think there needs to be more communication from our end. I think that there were a lot of possessions where we were indecisive, and so it allowed them to kind of dictate offensively where we were more reactive. And so making sure that we're calling out whatever that scheme is and doing it, and we're gonna, it may not be perfect every single time, but at the end of the day, we're gonna know for sure what we're gonna do. And I think that that will help us a lot defensively.
Beautiful. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, Angel.